Good morning, I'm Danny the Heck, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. I'm here to name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or a scam. I'm also here to help victims who may be thinking, should I invest in this new opportunity? You've obviously searched the internet, you've probably found my website, or you've found this video and you thought, oh, I better check this out before I give away my USDT. I'm here to help the victims. Don't become a victim. I don't like picking up pieces at the bottom of the cliff. I'd rather get you at the top of the cliff before you throw yourself over and hand your cash, your hard-earned USDT, to the person, the friend, the family member, the mate that introduced you into this opportunity. Today we're looking at a opportunity, call them opportunities because you still think they're opportunities, and there's no such thing as a easy way to make money. There's a general rule. If it involves crypto, is what I normally say is the first red flag, because crypto is easy to get the money from people, and it's impossible to get your money back from people who claim they're going to give you something fantastic if you pay for it. So if you want my three main red flags, if it involves crypto, now I'm not totally against crypto, I'm just against people who use crypto as a payment gateway. If these companies were legitimate, they would be regulated, they would have an office, and you'd be able to transfer the money into their bank account or potentially pay by credit card. But when it says only way of paying is crypto, USDT, then you've got a red flag to look out for. The second one, does it offer you a reward if you promote anyone into it? So is it got multi-level marketing, or they've renamed it lately back to affiliate marketing so that they can get their app in the App Store, but let's not go there right now. But does it involve anything to do with rewards? Is it got recruitment? If they tell you if you recruit 2 friends, you won't have to pay for your membership. Things like that. That's flag number 2. And flag number 3, it's a really hard one. Does it sound too good to be true? Too good to be true. Those 3 things, to me, every single time, 100%, it's a scam. And often you'll find these companies are based out of Dubai. That's also not a good thing. But those 3 basic fundamentals are, it's a scam. So today we're looking at this one here, and I can't even read it. I think it's Selwix. Selwix. Let's have a try and let's see if we can read it.
Selwix.
Selwix. It sounds like I got it right today. That's a miracle. And if you look at this website, it looks pretty cool. So you've got Pro, Pro Max, Ultra, and Pro Max 2. I don't know how to say that. But they're offering you daily rewards. And within 14 days, and 16 days, and 15 days. And it is actually quite breathtaking when you look at it. Where does the money come from? Well, they'll come up with some elaborate story. Well, we did a bit of an investigation on this one. And first of all, we actually found this guy, Anthony, oh, goodness me, why doesn't he come up with an easier name?
DeLoatch.
Anthony DeLoatch. He promotes everything. And I've got some amazing videos here. It's just come out just yesterday, 21 hours ago, a day ago, 3 days ago, 3 days ago. He just promotes anything terrible. So I did a video just a wee while ago over him claiming he's lost $12,000. I don't even know if that's the same one. And in that video, he promoted
tune of $12,000.
So he was claiming there that he lost $12,000 to an opportunity, and he's going to show you why. Okay? So this opportunity is a scam that I did a review on. Within 1 minute, I looked at it, and it was a fake CEO. Everything about it was fake, stupid, and he claims he lost $12,000. Well, he claims he put $5,000 in. He got $3,100 out of the platform, and then it got rugged, as he called it, like, oh my God, surprise. But he's playing the game of thinking that he can invest early, let other investors in, get commissions, and get the daily returns and get his money out. But the honest truth of it is he's one of the bottom feeders of the world that actually get access to these platforms before they go live. So yesterday he released a video about this opportunity. And this is another very like-minded website to the one we're going to review now that's offering basically the same thing. So he gets the inside scoop. And then he does videos, and his community that he's been building up under his business coaching career seemed to follow him off the cliff. But in here, he promoted this video of this another like-minded website, told you that he lost $12,000, but he didn't. Doesn't explain how he got He put $5,000 in, and on the platform it says that he's got $15,000 now. He didn't explain that. He just shows you he was withdrawing $300 a day religiously, and he managed to withdraw $3,100 before the system fell over. Then what he did, he went on to showing you other opportunities. And one of those opportunities is the one that I'm doing the review about at the moment. And this video is now 1 month old. This opportunity is still going. The other opportunities that he promoted, Vortex Trade, has already fallen over. The next opportunity that he promoted has fallen over. And last but not least was another opportunity, BidGem Finance has fallen over. Now I'm currently getting this lady who's on my LinkedIn, who's got 5 connections, communicating with me. She claims she's a mother of 3, got cancer. She invested $18,000 into this platform, so she's telling me, and she's building a hard luck story, and I've been fishing her along all the way. But she is the other side of it, where people like me start chatting to people who invested in these companies that Anthony's promoted, and then they start giving you hard luck stories, and then next minute they're trying to tell you that they need $100. She's already dropped hints that she needs $100, and she's hoping to get little bits of money from me, build that relationship up with me, and I've been chatting to her now for a month, would you believe? But anyway, so this morning I noticed that Anthony was back at it again, and he was promoting this opportunity. So if you're going to sit here and watch Anthony's videos and think, oh my goodness, this is really good.
Tolerance and that risk and appetite.
Listen to the start of this video here.
A new platform launched on May 14th, and I gave you guys the heads up on it. I told you guys that I would be participating in this platform, and their plans start at 1.2% per day for 25 days, which means that you can earn 30% on your crypto in that short period of time.
Oh,
now,
wow.
I believe that's something to get excited about, but I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys a little more details about the product and how I'm participating.
So I just showed you that video. That's a typical intro, and I haven't done a review on this platform here. But if you go into my database and you click on Ponzi schemes and scams, you can actually see that just in the last, I keep a database of all the scams that I investigate. But I've just started putting a placeholder, and I'm going to start building up information on each of these opportunities. Now, if you are about to sign up for something and you want my help, I can actually do a review on a website. Now, I'm not going to give you a review and say, yep, thumbs up, go ahead and invest, because that's just stupid and there's no such thing. But I need to give people lots of red flags about these opportunities so they wake up, because they preach to you like you're in, they preach to you like you have actually been hooked into a religious cult. And at the end of the day, they will use every trick and technique that you may not even be aware of they're using on you. And at the end of the Zoom meeting, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, you will be convinced that, oh, I'll give it a go. I'll just put $25 in. And that's basically sometimes all they're after. And then you'll never get your money back. And it works like that. But if you are a victim, you can go to my Contact Us page here on my website, deheck.com, and there's a form where you can fill out the name of the opportunity you've either lost money to or potentially looking to invest in. It's all anonymous. You can keep it anonymous. Just use anonymous@gmail.com as your email address if you really want to go there. Or if you don't mind me using your information in a show, then that's what we're doing. The other thing that you can do if you are an investor, the last investor I had was actually the one that wanted me to do a investigation on, I think it was that one I just mentioned, something finance. You can come along to buy me a cup of coffee. Now on the bottom of my website there's a little wee button down here that looks like a cup of coffee. You click on that and then you can go to the link and it will take you into buy me a cup of coffee. Buy me a cup of coffee, you can go to the extra session here, and there's an investment review scam exposure, and in here you can actually sponsor me to do a review. Now the last guy that did that did pay me $200 to do a review. He put $320 into the platform. He got rewards of $60 within a couple of weeks. He withdrew $20 to test the platform, got it back to his wallet with USDT, and then he was about to put $10,000 down on it. After I did the review, he withdrew all the money and didn't lose anything. Now these platforms will allow you to get some of the money along the way because they want to build trust with you, and that's what I'm here for. So if you want to employ me to do that, you can. However, yesterday I had somebody ring me up and they were telling me about this. Well, it wasn't this opportunity. I've got another one I'm going to show you in a few minutes as well when I do my next video. And this guy rang me up to tell me about this opportunity, and I suggested that he hired me to do a review. I finished up doing the review free of charge, and now I found the guy that's rang up to ask me about it was actually trying to promote me into the scheme, lots of Ponzi schemes and scams. But let's stay focused. So this one here, what do I need to look at to convince you guys that this opportunity is a scam? First thing I see is staking. Staking is a convenient way to say, remember when you were little and you played hide and go seek? And they said, what number are you going to count up to? Well, staking's very much the same. So the person that's playing hide and go seek is counting up to 14 days before you go hunting for your money. And then you realize that you've lost it. And some of these other staking things are 16 days, 15 days, 14 days. So the more that you stake, the more, so they give you 14 days if you invest up to 3,400. If you want to invest up to, oh my goodness, is that right? $10,000? 3 zeros. $100,000. And you're going to play hide and go seek with your money for 16 days. Then you're going to get 11% rewards. So there's some clever person out there that if you gave them $100,000, that they're going to give you your $100,000 back and also hand you $16,000 worth of profit just within 16 days. Does that sound too good to be true? That's flag number 3, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going through here. I don't even need to read this. Now, all of a sudden, there is a certificate here in a corporation private company. Now, we have seen companies provide us a way to look up. Now, if I was, this is their certificate of incorporation letter, and they're telling you that they are actually a registered company in what do you call it? England, is it? Whereabouts? What country is this registered in? The company's house. So, a couple of things here I look at. First of all, I'd like to download that file, and I'll put that on my desktop. Where's my desktop gone, Danny? There it is. And I save it. So now I come back to my database, which is here, and I go back to my Ponzi schemes and scams, and I go into here, and I go to my PDF section, and I add that certificate of corporation there, because I always like looking at those so I can go back and show people. Now, this database is actually accessed by 6 different government agencies from 6 different countries. So when they're trying to fast track their research and do public warnings, they can. Now, I can, just because they've got a company certificate doesn't actually mean shit. And if you look very closely, you can actually see that the font is the name is different to the color is different. So that would imply this here isn't the original document, because this here looks like it's been scanned and it doesn't look legit. And the fact is they haven't bothered to link this to a place where you can go search for it is also a telltale sign. So everything about this is a bit of a worry so far for me. They also tell us that they are in this location. So we could just simply go and do a search for the place, and all of a sudden we found that the registered location of this premises is here. Now, does this look like a place where a company that's going to take you to your financial freedom and create your generational wealth would reside or run their offices out of? I don't think so, Tim. So, straight away, I say to people often, how much rubbish and shit do you need to look at? So they're telling us that they are in Wales. So the next thing you do is you might just search for the name of the company. And you get on here and you think, and don't forget, we're not really searching for whether, even if they do have a company, doesn't mean it's the real deal. So let's go. So we've got a company here. We can look up a company. We can go to Trustpilot. Now, Trustpilot don't allow you to write negative reviews. So now we're actually in a company that has a company, and here's a legitimate company called that name. So now we could just check, I'll just check the company numbers that we're looking at. We're 81 at the end, and we'll look 81 at the end. So we've actually found the official company listed in a government website. Isn't that giving us great peace of mind? So now we're going to go filing and history. Okay, termination of appointment. So somebody's been, on the 3rd of April, this company has a termination of appointment. So somebody has now been deregistered as the company owner. Okay, so we've got a company here, Mr. Whatever Powell, termination details. I don't know actually what that means because I'm not really a company person buff when it comes down to that. Statement of capital. So let's have a look at the statement of capital. And we've got the certificate. And as I said earlier on, you can see that that logo is actually about the same as the one that we had. So that certificate that we did have was actually probably the original downloaded, and there's nothing really, except for the company address. So I haven't really gained anything from showing you that, other than this company has managed to get themselves a company registered in the UK. We're also looking at the directors, and we're now going to be looking at this guy. So am I right in thinking that on the 3rd of April, a month ago, that this guy has been terminated? Is that what I'm thinking? I'll have a look. I'll go back here now and look at the file for this kind of follow this. Where did I get that? I don't know where I got that from now. File in history, that's what I wanted. So they have filed. I'm just going to see this. Let's see if we get this right. So that guy there, Mr. Powell, termination. Is that termination details? Yeah, so he's been terminated. So this company theoretically doesn't exist. So if you go back to the people that are theoretically under that company, yeah, so that guy's been terminated. And he's only, how old? He's about 45 years of age, around about. I can't work that out quickly. But so the company that's registered has terminated their director. So that's crazy. Anyway, so that should give you peace of mind to invest because they have a company certificate. Not really. So now we could go through here and find other information. And remember, you've been gaslighted too. You're not being gaslighted too. You are being told that these people exist. You've been told that they have some sort of association with all these names that you see, and your brain's telling you that Coinbase and Binance and all these are well-established companies, so this must be as well. And we've got an email address there. And sometimes what I like to do is actually email them and tell them that we'd like to write a reply. And often the email address actually bounces back. All right, so I want to see if we can find the company, about us, officers, teams. The officers, team, and let's go about us. So the first thing, our values, of course, we've got our values, ease of use, variety of cryptocurrencies, advanced management tools, and Alex Reed, creative director. And we aim to make cryptocurrency staking access simple for everybody. And there's that famous company certificate now where the company guy has disappeared. Offices here, well, this looks good. So these are the offices that they claim that they have. Main office of Selwix company in London. So we just searched for the company registration and we found that this is where the company is registered to, a house. However, they're telling us that this is their swanky offices and this is where they actually reside at. So you'd think they would potentially put the address of these, and I can tell you now that photo there is not real because that's just crazy. So they've got a sign up like this. This is royalty-free art. Now, you could just literally come along here and right-click on this picture and do a search with Google Lens and see if this picture's been used multiple times. Sometimes that works really, really well. And we've got the only people that have brought up that picture is actually them. I would love to find another person using the same picture, but that's not always true and genuine. We can actually find another picture. So they must have a picture of a board meeting as well coming up, I think. And there's their picture there. But honestly, with ChatGPT, I know that you can simply create many of these images. So they must have another. Oh, there it is. That's the other photo we saw. So once again, I mean, sometimes you can't pick up everything. But if I was to say this is real, I would eat my hat if this was actually a real. So we're going to search this image this time and see if there's anyone else who's got the same image with a different logo, because that would just be quite good to see. Whether that would be enough to trigger your brain into thinking, oh, I see, they're just making out they've got offices. And then somebody in a Zoom meeting would just say, oh, well, we don't have offices, but we just do this to, I don't know, help people's expectations. I don't know what they would say, but they'll come up with some stupid excuse when you say, hey, you realise all the photos on their website aren't true and genuine. They've just actually got their royalty-free images and put logos on walls and the like. But anyway, if I was to look at this, any company that has Telegram support is a red flag. So we can go to here and we can look at this, open this up in Telegram, and we can go to Telegram. In a second, we should have Telegram in front of us. There it is. And there's no one there. And we go, hello. So I've now got, can I get some help? Can I get some help? And you can write support. So what I'm going to do in that case, I'm going to go back to me. I'm going to go back to here. And I'm going to go there. And I'm going to paste the video that we're doing at the moment and see whether they'll come and join us. Let's have a look. So there we go. We'll see what happens. All right, so let's go back to that screen. So anyway, so I've just done a bit of basic stuff here, and this is just a typical website. This website's more elaborate than some of the ones that I've seen lately. And obviously you've got our team. And if we search for every single one of these team players, we couldn't find them. And I can tell you now, I don't even need to look at it, but I can tell that this is not a real photo. That's all these photos, you can tell. Notice they've got the blurred backgrounds on all of them. Are you telling me that the photographer went in there on the day and took all their photos the same? Or have they used the same AI generation tool? This does not look real. You can tell some simple facts by looking at their eyes, and you can see that they've got lighting. Is perfect, and the lighting of the face is AI generated images. And also I tried searching for all these people previously. So what you can do is you can right click, and I think I did find a couple. Oh, hold it. I can right click and go search with Google Images, and we will find that photo. The only place that photo was listed was actually on this website. So you would think that this person would have this photo on their LinkedIn profile. That is if you could find this LinkedIn profile. So all these images, the only place you can find them was on their website as well. And you can see that I'm struggling just to find these ones here. So we'll just repeat the process just to prove that point home. So if you are a new cat on the block, so to speak, you may be thinking, right, so does it really matter that these people are not real, the real people? I've done this before, and they said that they had a meeting, and all the people in the building that worked there for privacy reasons didn't want their real photos on the internet, and that's why they've decided to use fake ones. So in a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen, every photo that you see here has been generated definitely with AI in my opinion. So this team isn't real, but you still want to give them your money? I hope not. The certificate of corporation is real. It's on a government website, but the director's been terminated just on the 3rd of April. It doesn't say there's been a replacement person. So they've registered a company in the company office. I can go to my local offices here, and I can register a company today, and then I can run a scam. And it's only when people complain that company be shut down. Now, the company director's already been removed. So there you go. So this is a pitch deck that you'd get given in a Zoom meeting. It's downloadable. Anybody can use it and do a Zoom meeting, and you promote this opportunity to people. Why would the company let other people promote them with their pitch deck so they get a commission along the way? Because it's all about multi-level marketing. So our mission and advantage is to take cryptocurrency staking accessible, simple to users. I would be more interested in white papers and all those sort of things, and CERTIC reports and the like. But this company probably does have a CERTIC report, but you'll find that they've failed on 3 things and passed on 2 things. And they did the report at a stage where the development of what they're actually potentially going to do isn't actually fully done anyway. So they've done let's set up a website, let's set up a concept, let's get a Selwix report. And they get this report and they fail on a few things, but then they say they have Selwix done a report on it. Once you've done that, they claim they're going to finish the project in the next 3 or 4 months.
The
years,
recording has stopped.
all sorts of things. So this is quite interesting. Okay, so we've got that meeting over there finished, and there's now only 91 people left in that meeting. So here we go. Here's all the people, and we've still got the same 6 people in the meeting. Staking interest rates, which is just unheard of, mathematically impossible. Referral program, because most of these, this pitch deck, I don't know how many pages it is, but most of these pitch decks are all about how much money you're going to get if you promote this. Very few of them are actually telling you how they generate this interest. So that's another telltale sign. Investment insurance. There's no proof that they've got $140 million worth of insurance to protect you when you invest. I mean, this is just an unsubstantiated claim. I've got a debit card. Well, I've just come up with some really amazing. Yesterday I got some intel that I gave to a private investigator whose eyes bulged out and said to me, "How did you get this? And is this public?" And I said, "No." And it was some information from that been gathered to help Homeland Security, and I've got privy to it. And these debit cards are actually all linked into mafia style crypto money laundering. And so all these companies that you see with these platforms that have these debit cards are all trying to enable money laundering. And it's complicated for me to explain, and I can't talk about it too much. However, every time I see this, I think, I wonder if this is part of the same cartel. Remember, these platforms are produced like every day. There's probably 10, 20 new platforms given out to these influencer people like Anthony I just showed you. And it's just absolutely, it makes my heart race when I see this sort of stuff, because not only this, it is actually promoting human trafficking compounds, and these are the compounds that are producing these scams, and they're firing them out the door. They've got connections with influencers, and the influencers think that they're talking to companies. They're not. They're just talking to these human trafficking compounds. So it is hard to watch, knowing the bigger picture. Free Ethereum, they're going to give you offers opportunity to get free Ethereum through a faucet. I can't even think if that's the right word, but that's what they're saying. Do you mean you can turn it on through a tap these days? Let's have a look. Is that what they're saying?
Selwix offers the opportunity to get free Ethereum through a faucet.
For a faucet. Oh, well, there's new terminology even I haven't heard of. Okay, cashback program. So far, they're going to give you 0.1% return on your money. They're also going to pay somebody a commission who refers you into it. And now they're talking about a cashback program. A refund up to 25% for every purchase. So where's all the profit going to make your money if they are doing, some of them are claiming to do arbitrage trading? How to start working with us. All right, registration, create stalking, give us your money in other words, withdraw of funds. So it tells you to wait 72 hours before you get your money back, if you get your money back. That means that somebody would manually approve it, or they have the control over when they don't pay people, and that means that they will just have a fail-safe system. Why us? Is your reliable partner in the world of digital assets. I mean, this is just propaganda. So that's their pitch deck that's readily available for anyone. So what have I done? Well, I haven't done that. So just last night before I went to bed, tucked myself in for the night, is I put out a blog. If you're not familiar with my website, deheck.com, you will see that I have done a blog on this program here. And we're going to have a quick read of it. And hopefully some of the things that I've just highlighted should be enough to raise the red flag. So there's me, gasping for air, shock and horror. I actually like doing those pictures in full. I'll just bring that one up, downloads. There's the original image there. So there me, shock and horror, early crypto daily with staking. And then I am gasping for air thinking, oh my God, here's another scam. So you've got the idea of that, haven't you? Right, so let's have a look. Let's bring that up to the right size. Make sure we can get that out there probably nicely. Let's get going, and we'll read this blog together. Now, if you've got any questions, this is the time to ask them. chuck it in the chat room live if you are there. And if you've got any concerns, please, by all means, let's get this meeting going again over here. If you've got any concerns about this program, or you have unfortunately invested in it, rather than reaching out to me like you're a romance scammer, which has happened literally after these scams fall over, I get contacted by people telling me they invested in this program and they've lost all their life savings. Can I help them? And they build that relationship up with me. And then I'm documenting one at the moment that's a bit of a hoot, and I've got to show you this just before we get started here. But this is my new thing. If I go to my ChatGPT, I've got conversations with these scammers, right? And I put them, I put the scammer's details, who's trying to scam me into an opportunity. Though this one here is quite cool. So somebody is trying to pig butcher me, and they'll put their name in here. And then I go through and post all the correspondence we've had to date, because normally we dribble on for a wee while. And then ChatGPT has come back and said, thanks for sharing this. Stay supportive, slightly vague, and now we're starting to get ChatGPT to answer how I should reply to this person that's trying to pig butcher me. And then we go through the whole kit and caboodle. She gives me screenshots. She tells me how she invested in Glory Assurance. She tells me how she was talking to Joseph Tran and Paul Albertas. So she's researched the scam enough to know about the scam and who's been promoting it, and she uses screenshots from them, and she's claiming she's lost $18,000. She's got 3 kids, she's a single mum, and she's also got cancer, and she needs the money for the operation. She's hoping that I can help her get her money back. But the whole thing is now twisting around to the fact that she's got other platforms that other friends of hers that she's referred into it have got involved in, and she's trying to ask me, you know, if I think this platform's good, because they're trying to pitch me into investing. It is absolutely incredible how they twist the narrative. But to be honest, I actually thought it was a genuine person asking for my help at the start. And when I updated the scam that she was talking about, I did an update about this lady who's come forward who's lost $18,000 to the scam. And now, I don't know why I twigged, but when I checked out her LinkedIn profile, she's only got 6 connections. And it's like, how crazy that. So this lady came to me through LinkedIn originally. But what I'm saying here is now I'm using AI to actually monitor the whole conversation. And I literally do not actually, this is a typical reply that ChatGPT is giving me. I do not write these replies. I just leave it all up to ChatGPT. Listen to this.
Our funds are stuck since we have to invite new members to invest. For example, you want to invest, you will have to deposit USDT. Then you will have to purchase the cash credits of the person who invited you. Then your appliant can now withdraw his investment already since he swapped it to USDT already, and new members will be stuck unless they would invite another.
So that's what she wrote to me. Then it breaks it down, gives me a bit of a brain power. And it says, if you want to go one more round before exposing, I could use this reply. And this is the reply that I'd get.
That really makes it clear. I can see how people get pulled in thinking it's a legit platform, especially with the dashboard and the USDT. But in reality, it's just circulating deposits from new members to pay old ones. You're right not to want to invite anyone. That would just make you part of what they are doing. I really respect you for that.
So I'm just building a relationship with her as well. So I'm literally doing that. So that's one. And then you can go down to this guy, Peter. Peter, I hope he's not watching now. So Peter's reached out to me, and we've had another dribbly conversation. And then he's actually part of Bid Harvest, and he's going to a conference being held in Netherlands. And he's, I've just saw his name somewhere, and I wrote out to him going hi, and he's come back and said hi. And then I've said, whatever I've said, and then I've got a full-on strategy for chatting to him. So I've got a lot of these dribbly conversations going on. Anyway, so the one that we'll be looking at next is this Origin one, and I'll actually show you a recording I've got with a guy that was trying to get me into that one, which is quite interesting. But this is a typical type of recording you'd get from somebody. Let's try ringing him back again. Let's see what. So this is me after he's rung me and I've missed his call. I've rung him back. Ring. And this guy's now asked me to take his photo off the internet. And he's actually hidden himself on Facebook, and I found him.
Hello.
Yeah, g'day. Is that better?
Hi. Yes, it's better.
Good.
I'm sorry that I was not able to answer your call.
That's all right.
I'm just cleaning up. I'm okay. I'm done. How are you?
His name's Dunn.
I'm doing all right. Not too
C-O-N.
bad. Finished all my podcasting, YouTubing stuff today, so I can talk now.
Has the sound,
Okay, good.
Chili snack.
I hope you were able to scrutinize or review the messages that I have sent you.
Yep.
It's very new in the crypto world, and I hope it can be of your good usage in New Zealand.
Right, and what was that for? The amazing platform Nutshell. What's that one there? Just looking at
The name is Origin LGNS. It's been a year since they launched last year, March 7, 2024.
Awesome.
And so far, it's good. All-time high at 16.54.
Right, and what is it? What do you mean by 1654?
Each value of LGNS, it's a token,
Okay.
would cost us $16.54. It started, I just joined this platform 2 weeks ago, and way back 2 weeks ago, it's 14.54 something, and right now it's on an all-time high. And the good part here is no recruitment. No lock-in. You can easily withdraw the amount that you have saved inside the platform, and it's increasing 0.3% every 8 hours compoundingly. That's the reason why I joined this platform,
Right.
because it is being computed compoundingly. So if you would entrusted to them $500 or 1,000 US dollar, it would increase every 8 hours. And if you think you want to withdraw the capital and the earnings, you can do so. That's the reason why I joined this platform.
But hasn't it started off at $50 and now gone down to $16.50?
No, it's the minimum entry is 125 US dollar. From there, from the first 8 hours, it's increasing.
So you get the idea of how that one works, but I'm just going to actually bring you up to my... So since we've done that, you won't be able to see these very well, but first of all, it just started off with, how are you? Call me if you have time. It's 11 a.m. here, and I'll come back and say, how can I assist you? Comp plan in a nutshell for you, max 3, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And there's a video about the project he was promoting. Next, he said, invest $125 and it's going to turn into a miraculously $80,000 within 2 years. And then he says, please call, did so. Funny thing though is, now he's seen the video that I've done about him. He's asked me, did he take that out? Please call. Where did he say, mate? Oh, I said, here it is. So, I'm just a member. Don't use my picture, mate. So I've got his right now. It's telling me that I've actually got his picture correct, which is actually fantastic. But that's not the scam that we're doing. But that's an example of somebody who would ring you up, who you don't know from a bar of soap, and they send you a message. And then you get talking on the phone. They answer just about all your questions. But now I've got this. This guy's real photo, because I've used I have actually used ChatGPT to tidy up his photo, and now he's confirmed that's his photo, and here he is from the Philippines. So I researched this guy, and we'll do this in the next video more than this video here, but I've researched this guy and actually found that he's actively promoting this. He's also promoting E1U Life, and he's got quite a few Facebook pages. I haven't done a whole profile on him because I don't really want to. I haven't got time. But now I've found that he's actually also associated with Carl Harvenstein, and also we've got another guy also promoting the same scams. But when I look at this opportunity versus this opportunity, all I see is human trafficking compound. These scams are coming out of these compounds left, right, and centre. They're using influencers like Don from the Philippines to promote them, and there's no real point of difference. And obviously, company registrations mean nothing these days. But what I try to do is I gather all this information, put it together, put it into a blog, and then I do story time with you. Now, if you are sitting here thinking, oh, but I withdrawed my money. Just like I said before, someone who paid to do a review, they had put $320 in. They had compounded their money and made $60. So now they're up to $380. He withdrew $20 of the money, got it back to his control. And then he decided that he was going to put $10,000 into the platform and just repeat the same process. As soon as he put his $10,000 into the program, he wouldn't have been able to withdraw all of it. They would have encouraged him to leave it on the platform, blah, 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 blah. And they would maybe just shut the whole program down. People then talk about it to their friends and family. I'm a crypto investor. No, you're not. You've invested in a platform that's holding your money for ransom and drip feeding your own money back to you to make you feel like you're doing a good job. Then if they tell you, if you start recruiting, like Anthony, he put $5,000 down, and within 4 weeks it's now $15,000. Even if the daily rate that they were giving him, it wouldn't add up to $15,000 worth of rewards, but he drops a video, tells his community he's put $5,000 down on the table, and you're thinking to yourself, well, if he's put $5,000 down on the table, I will do the same. Because if he's got the balls, I've got the balls, and the whole process starts again. Anthony gets all the commissions, and he probably gets backdoor commissions from the people who produce these platforms because they are reaching out to him saying, hey, we've got a new platform, can you do the initial promotion of it? It gets to a certain length, boom, they cut him off, he gets paid, he goes straight on to his next one. That seems to be the what's happening at the moment. Now, I don't know everything. I don't have a magic ball. I'm not in these offices. I don't have unlimited money to go investigating these scams. But when you've got 400 people on your database that are promoting these every day, you just see the same shit, different day. Right, so let's get into it. So let's go to the title and let's have a listen.
Selwix.net exposed. A sophisticated crypto Ponzi hiding behind fake offices, fake insurance, and fake staking.
Right, and hopefully that's loud enough for you guys to hear. Should be quite cool.
Let me tell you a story, one that begins like every good scam does, with a website that looks just convincing enough to fool the everyday investor.
Yeah, it does. So as I mentioned here,
in this case, it began when I was watching a video by serial Ponzi promoter Anthony DeLoatch, a man with a long track record of pushing high-risk crypto schemes. Buried within one of his usual hyped-up investment pitches, I noticed him referencing a platform I hadn't heard of before, Selwix.
Selwix.
That name caught my attention, and that's when I began to dig. That website is Selwix.net, polished, professional, and promising outrageous returns on your crypto investments through something they call staking. But behind the design and the crypto buzzwords lies something far more sinister. What I found after diving headfirst into this platform was not an ovation. It was a well-orchestrated Ponzi scheme dressed up as a blockchain enterprise.
Yeah, and out of the 4 Ponzi schemes and scams that he was promoting, this after a month, this is the only one. Actually, he was promoting 5 of them, and this is the only one that's still standing. So that means it's either going to fall over any day now, or you might be in for a shot to make yourself some quick money. Now, you won't make quick money because these platforms are designed for people who like Anthony, because they get paid money before they even open their mouths by the platform providers. Here you go, Anthony. Here's $50,000. Go do what you do. Anthony gets 50. If there's 5,000 of his 50,000, he's tucked away, puts it onto the platform. Hey, look at me, everybody. I'm putting $5,000 down. This particular one, I think he put 450, and he recommends what he did as not what you should do. And then he says he's not a financial advisor, and he just carries on. So, yeah. So let's carry on. They call themselves staking platforms of the future. What they really are is a digital trap, and I'm going to walk you through exactly how they built it. So this is the illusion that you may or may not be seeing.
The illusion of high returns. It all starts with the promises. Selwix offers staking plans that would make even Bernie Madoff raise an eyebrow. They pitch things like 1.5% daily for 14 days, 150% returns in just 15 days, and a jaw-dropping 11% daily on their Pro Max Ultra plan. If those numbers sound too good to be true, it's because they are. These are the kind of figures you see in high-yield investment programs, HYPEs, the digital descendants of old-school Ponzi schemes, where returns are paid not from real profits, but from the deposits of new victims.
Yeah, I mean, people come to me sometimes and they say to me that they realize it's a Ponzi scheme, but they don't care because they think they're smarter. They think they can go into the casino, play with put their money down, fleece the casino and get out before the casino gets busted by their feds, so to speak. You won't beat the system. These systems are now designed for the influencers to make the money, and they're literally getting I have been contacted by companies asking if I will promote their platforms. They've asked me to do videos to promote their platforms, and they ask me how much I charge. So I don't get a lot of it, but I do get some of it, and it's just getting more and more prominent.
Fake team, fake faces, but Selwix knows presentation is everything. That's why they've created a fake team, to make it all look legitimate. We're introduced to names like Benjamin Weber, allegedly a Harvard grad, and former Goldman Sachs analyst, Jerry Carter, who supposedly worked at Google after graduating from MIT, and Sophia Evans, a designer from Apple. Impressive, right? Except none of them exist. No LinkedIn profiles, no professional portfolios, no digital footprint. These are fictional bios, concocted to manufacture credibility, a tactic I've seen time and time again.
Yeah, so there's your fake people with amazing portfolios that most people would dream about, but they don't have any digital footprints. I mean, do I need to spell that out anymore? I think you've got that, haven't you? Is that enough? Have we convinced you not to invest yet?
The $140 million lie, still not convinced it's a scam? How about this? Selwix claims to have a $140 million investment insurance policy with a transnational financial conglomerate. No insurer is named. No policy is shown. There is no contract, no terms, no documentation, because this insurance doesn't exist. They've invented a fake safety net to trick users into ignoring every other red flag.
So you're on a tightrope and somebody says, don't look down, Danny, but we have got a safety net there. And there's a little wee guy holding up a net like this. But there's no proof of anything. So why do people make these claims that they can't substantiate? If I had a $140 million investment insurance policy, I would be so proud of that. And how much would that literally cost a company to have, do you think, where if it goes wrong, like let's say I want a life insurance policy and it says to me, have you got any previous conditions with your heart, for example, then you would be excluded. So all of a sudden, this policy, investment policy, is telling you that you can chuck your money into this platform, you're guaranteed to get returns on your investment, and they're going to insure you along the way. Surely it must have some exclusions, like are you a registered financial, are you a registered business that's investing? Are you, there would be clauses and claims of, if the insurance policy exists, there's going to be exclusions that you need to be aware of. Have you been bankrupt in the past? Have you lost money in crypto in the past, or whatever? But is the insurance for them or the insurance for you? There'd be more information on such a elaborate claim, if you know what I mean. Number 2.
Imaginary global offices.
Oh, these are
Naturally,
fun.
a scam this complex needs a fake headquarters. Selwix lists their main office at 5 St Bride Street in London, and even claim to have a second office in Dubai South Business Bay. But again, there's no physical trace of their existence in either location, no company signage, no suite numbers, no listing in any business registry. What you'll find at those addresses are virtual mail forwarding services, a favorite cover for scam operations.
Right, so just looking at this particular one here, we're hopefully going to get a picture of a building. I did go here yesterday, actually, when I was looking at this. So this is where they allege their building is, somewhere here. I presume it's around here somewhere. Hello. Maybe it's that one there. Is that number 5? That's number 3. So we go around here. 5. So it must be here somewhere. Here, maybe it's down here. But this is where their offices are, kids. If you're in England, could you please go knock on number 5? That says number 3, but I'm going to actually try and type in number 5 just to make sure we get it right. We'll click on this time and see if we get it right. Okay, so let's see what find the building. So there's the building there. Now let's just use logic here, guys. Let's use, if you can do this. Now, first of all, notice Regis. Does anyone know what Regis are? Put your hand up if you do. And Regis are on Fleet Street. Now, Regis is a shared office space, which just conveniently seems to back onto this place. This one's number 5. So this is actual number 5. It's an accountant building. So let's go and have a look at the accountant building. Yeah, so there's an accountant in here. No, that could actually be quite good, actually. So let's say this company here is actually an accountant and literally in the same building. So they could be looking for accountant addresses and say that we don't actually put our actual company offices on there, but we register it to our accountant, and then that would back up with that. So that must be true and genuine. But I'm pretty sure if I ring up that accountant and ask him to do me a favor and ask him if he knows anyone sharing accept or reject or does he know anyone in the building that, and I'm not saying this accountant's crook, I'm just saying that he's in exactly the same building, and we could actually ring up and ask him. This guy might actually list his clients, and that might be one of them. So let's have a wee look and see if he's got our clients: about us, careers, business guides, services, insights, coffee. So let's go careers, about us. Maybe in the about us section they may mention that one of their clients is right. No thanks. So just out of curiosity here, this is a proper company who does tax, right? And this is what you'd expect to see. So we've got this lady, whatever her name is, and there's a photo. It does look genuine. This photo here, it looks like can I smooth my face over? Whatever it is. But we've got a LinkedIn profile here. So now we go into the LinkedIn profile and we find a lady that's got 2,200 followers, 500 plus connections. Here, unlocking your full financial blah, blah, blah. Click on their Contact Us button. She's got their website address and her email address on her LinkedIn profile. You don't find that with other people. And then you can see the name of the brand of the company she works for. You can read her About Us section. You can also go into her activity, and you can click on here, and you can see that 2 weeks ago, she must have done a survey. You can go to images that she's uploaded promoting her accounting stuff. So do you get a feel that this lady is true and genuine and a real person? I do. So that's what you want to look for, and that's a typical website. Now that there to me, that would give me total peace of mind. And also I can go back, it's all linking nice and happily. But when you go to these companies which just claim they work out of a building, and and this is where the company's registered, it's a red flag. So, and also a lot of the times these companies are registered to a Regis, which is a shared office space. And I know this because I used to work in a shared office space, and I used to have a business networking company, and Regis used to come along to my events to promote their work spaces.
A license to deceive, then there's the legal smokescreen. Selwix brags about operating under a so-called license, number 16,226,081. To the entrained eye, it looks official, but in reality, this number is just a generic UK company registration, not a financial license. It does not permit them to accept investments, promise returns, or offer financial services. They are not listed with the Financial Conduct Authority, FCA. This is misrepresentation at its finest, and it's being used to deceive the public.
Right, and I didn't really pick up on that before, but yes, they have got they say a generic license. Now, I've used the aid of ChatGPT to write this, so I've got a reading and writing level of a 9-year-old, so if I wrote this, you wouldn't be able to read it. However, it says a generic number, which means it's just generated, but we did actually find the actual registration in the company office, and then we also did see that the director who set up the company has actually resigned or terminated. So all that there tells us it started, got it, resigned, put it there, say we've got a company, but no proof. But however, the most important thing is they are providing financial services, so they need to be listed with the Financial Conduct Authority, the FCA. Now, one of my other ones that I did a wee while ago, they literally set up a fake FCA website, which is absolutely incredible, and they had a certificate you could search and find in the fake website to give people that peace of mind they're looking for. And then 2 months after they had that website, they had removed that section off the website. Absolutely incredible. So what I'm getting at here is, yes, they do have a company certificate. The director's been terminated, but they should really be promoting the fact that they are listed on the Financial Conduct Authority website as a financial provider, but they're not. The debit card that doesn't exist. Now, how many companies are coming out with debit cards, as I mentioned earlier on?
The debit card that doesn't exist, as I explored deeper, the layers of deception became more absurd. Selwix claims to offer a debit card backed by HSBC and UnionPay. Apparently, if you invest enough, you can get one and withdraw funds worldwide. Sounds impressive, until you realize there's no real card. No issuing bank has acknowledged Selwix. There's no preview image, no bean range, no shipping verification. The card is a carrot on a stick, used to bait deposits.
Right. So, yep, once again, fake credit cards to give you peace of mind that they're going somewhere. And what the hell's the deal with these credit cards that everyone's offering at the moment? I don't want one. I've already got one credit card. I don't want to keep having another one, just saying.
Grooming through games and faucets, and then comes the grooming tactics. Selwix runs a Telegram-based game called Selwix Tap, where users are told they can earn crypto by clicking buttons and training their brain. This isn't just a pointless distraction, it's designed to build trust, to keep people logging in, and to subtly guide them toward making a deposit. Combine that with their fake Bitcoin faucet, which claims you can earn up to 0.03 BTC daily just for showing up, and you've got a complete behavioral funnel aimed at psychological manipulation.
I've got to show you this. Yesterday, I decided that I would have a look at the app for another scam that I was busting called Step Chain. I'll see if I can find it in a hurry. Was it Step Chain? And just when they talked about, yeah, this is it. So if I was to broadcast my cell phone, now I've got some pretty good setup here. If you ever need a hand setting up your studio like me and you want to help, just please do let me know. Because it says it is quite funny, and I should have actually got this set up before I go. Before I get started, often there's quite a few things that you've got to do. But let's see what I'm trying to blubber my way through. This is my cell phone, hopefully on the screen now. Okay, so this is an app by Rory Conarch is promoting this like there's no tomorrow at the moment. And you're not going to get me distracted, are you, Jelly Snack, with that link that you just chucked in the room there? And if you go to their social games, so this is what the app, this is a fitness app, and you can play Tetris on it. So this is in my opinion, a fraudulent app. And so last night, I took my partner out for dinner at the Novotel in Christchurch Airport, which is quite nice, overlooking the airport. And it's really cool. So now we can play games, and we can play Tetris on our phone. Why would a app which is going to lead you to financial freedom all of a sudden need to come out with mind-numbing things? And that's just what they're saying here. So they give you the idea that you're going to play games and you interact with your customers and keep the engagement level high, create the feel-good factor, and at the end of the day, it's just all bullshit, isn't it? Look, I'm going to crash in my Tetris game here. All right, so now we're going to have a wee look and see what Jelly Stack... Oh, it's Royal Q. I kind of want to finish this one off, to be honest. I'll have a look at Royal Cube in a sec. Grooming through faucets. So I'll read the next two paragraphs, and then I'll get logged into Royal Cube and see what Jelly Snack has found us here.
Withdrawals designed to fail. Let's talk about getting your money out. It's not easy. Withdrawals are processed manually and can take up to 72 hours. A tactic that allows the operators to delay or deny payments at will. On top of that, they charge excessive withdrawal fees and enforce high minimums. All tactics meant to discourage cashing out and increase the likelihood that users will simply reinvest. Pyramid structure hiding in plain sight, of course. No Ponzi scheme would be complete without a referral system, and Selwix has one. A 4-level affiliate program offers up to 6% commission, encouraging users to rope in their friends and family, unknowingly helping to fund the scam. This isn't community building, it's pyramid selling.
Right, now let's see what we've got here. I think I've just opened up the wrong window there. Yeah, so it is pyramid selling. Now, I didn't really listen to that, but that was there for your benefit anyway. Withdrawals are designed... Yeah, that's the other thing I did pick up on when I went through the website. 72 hours to get your money back, which basically means it's discouraging you getting your money out in a hurry to buy that milkshake that you want to buy with that new car with your funds. Or also it's been controlled. It's got pyramid structure, hiding in plain sight, and it tells you their levels and commissions base that you're going to get, which is highlighted. And now we're going to we'll go into this meeting here, and then we're going to... Blockchain isn't there. Yeah, they claim to have a blockchain, but isn't there. That's case. Right.
The blockchain that
this
isn't
meeting
there,
is being
and despite
recorded.
all their talk about blockchain infrastructure, Selwix has no real token, no smart contract, no blockchain explorer, no listings, no verifiable on-chain activity. What they have is a centralized website, some fancy UI animations, and a lot of meaningless words like liquidity node hosting and delegated staking, terms designed to confuse, not clarify.
Yep. So blockchain isn't there. And I'm just going to flip over here because I think it's quite important that you guys get to see some of the stuff that we get on our desk each day. So this is a Zoom meeting that's happening in real time right now. Now listen to the intense gaslighting of the, I know Tetra's hardcase, isn't it? You must be behind a little bit. But this is the intense gaslighting you get from meetings that we go into. So this platform that we're reviewing at the moment, this isn't the Zoom meeting promoting it, but this is one of the influencers promoting another opportunity called Royal Q. And Royal Q is basically another app that enables you to stake your money, and they do arbitrage trading with your money. And it's actually going great guns at the moment. Doesn't mean go rush out and invest, but they've actually got that momentum going where the commissions will keep coming in to pay the early investors. So the early investors are going, wow, we're onto something here. But listen to the way they talk to people and gaslight people.
So you must be ready to take responsibility for every action we take and outcomes, and holding others to the same standard. Then number 7, adaptability, being open to change and able to pivot when necessary in response to challenges. Adaptability. Then the number 8 point is confidence and
so the first thing I'm looking at
humility.
here is the
My
guy
own
that's
lecture.
putting his neck on the line and giving this presentation doesn't even have
Believing
his
in
camera
yourself
on.
and your team while remaining open
So
to
why do they have to do
feedback
things in
and admitting
secret?
mistakes. Nobody is an island of knowledge. Nobody is
Now,
above mistakes.
their chat room is open.
So a good leader always
So I'm going to
create a
destroy
friendly
this meeting.
environment.
Now you watch this. Right.
Always they will have humility that people
So
can get
we
close
are
to them
going to
and ask for
open another
whatever
meeting.
challenges or problem they are facing through. So nobody's above mistake.
All right.
Then number 9, emotional intelligence, managing your own emotions and understanding those of others to lead effectively in complex situations.
Right.
Emotional intelligence.
Full screen.
It's very, very,
Chat
very
box.
important as a good leader. Emotional
This meeting is being recorded.
Managing your own emotions. That a leader will be going through a lot.
All right, so I've logged
And
in
when a
twice
team-
to this
when
meeting,
one of his team members
and their
come
chat
to
room
complain
is
about
open.
maybe similar thing, or
And that means I can
something that is not even
send a
worse than
warning
what
out to
the
people.
leader is going through. It will now showcase what is going through and try to solve
And
the
I'm actually
team
going to
member
spend a bit
problem.
more
Even
time
if
on
you
this
cannot solve
and see if I can
everything,
get
it will
their
show some kind of
the warning
actions
that I have.
and wanting to do. Whereas he's having 1 or 2 issues that concern him as a leader, but you will never see
Okay, here we
in
go.
that particular leader face. That
So
are
we're looking for
thinking
Royal
of
Q.
solution to solve the team member problem. A good leader, emotional intelligence. Then the last part, I will round up there. The next 1 minute, ability to inspire and empower. A good leader has the
Right,
ability
so we're
to
just getting a link
inspire
ready, and we're going to
and
span
empower.
this
Helping
room in a
others grow,
second.
recognizing their strengths and creating opportunity for success. Let me read that again. Ability to inspire and empower. That's exactly what is happening in Royal Q Nigeria right now.
So Nigerian is
The
what it is.
last week, effectively. Ability to inspire, because the good
We're ready to go.
put all together and
Right, so who wants to have a gamble on how
come
many
to
times I
the
can
chance
spam
that this is what we are going to be
their
doing.
chat room before
Now,
they shut it off?
this particular movement will
Yeah.
help every aspect of every team member
All right, you ready?
in Royal Q.
Okay,
Why?
I'm
Because
going to guess 100
This
times.
thing is going to help others grow.
Right.
This movement that we are embarking on now is going to help others grow.
All right, so we're
recognize their strengths. You hear what Coaching Andy said? That we are looking for a lot of
Let's see how
leaders
long
to
before
come
he
up,
actually
to rise
realizes
up,
that his
to discover their
chat room's been
potentials.
spammed.
We are looking for a lot of presenters to come and present. Many of us have been
So there's 100 people in this
potential
meeting at
and
the
talent.
moment,
You must not
and
hide
he's
it. There's a room for
banging
you now
this
to
down their
explore
throats.
and use your potential maximally.
All right.
Now and creating
I must be up to about
opportunities
150
for
at the moment.
success. So those
My
things will be
record is
creating more
750
opportunities for everyone of us
messages.
to what? To succeed in the business.
Normally
and
they'll talk
our
about
team
me
member.
as being a scammer.
This
Giving me
is the way I will
spamming.
join my own party on my YouTube lecture tonight.
You watch this.
And because we have a lot of giants in the house, a lot of giants, and we are managing the time
Jaya is a
so
scammer,
well
I
and
think.
judiciously. So
Start
let
to
me
learn
go
the language.
straight.
500, maybe.
Let me go straight to leader OPM.
I'm getting RSI in my
Let me
fingers.
go. Or before I think I have Lawyer Taj on call. Lawyer Taj,
Right.
do we have Lawyer Taj on call? Please unmute and say something. Let me see so I can make it go. Oh, I can see him now.
Okay.
Yes, I am
can see
live.
him.
I am live, my brother. How you doing? It's good to
I
be on
trust
this
you. You're
call.
welcome, my brother. You're welcome. Yeah, it's your turn now, please. Why
I'll see if I can speak.
we want to improve leader? That
We have
You are scamming people. What are you scamming people for, you mongrels? You shouldn't be doing this. I'm going to come and get you and smack you on the ass.
Salutations, Ponzi
Spammers.
schemer. Be
Leave the chat
aware.
room. Save yourself.
The Avengers have been
Read the chat
observing
room.
your actions.
The chat room.
Heed this
Read
warning.
the chat room.
You can
Save
simply
yourself. This guy
cease
is a
and
scammer.
desist now
We're
or
reporting
face
you to
the full
OIRS.
consequences. This is your only warning. There will be no second
I know where you
chances.
live.
Forgiveness
I'm taking all your
isn't in
names
our vocabulary. Forgetting is not an option.
You
Stop now,
mute,
or
you stop muting me,
each
you
and
naughty.
every
Don't
one
be
of you
naughty.
will be named and shamed.
Hold on, here we go.
We are the Avengers.
Let's see what he says, eh?
There's somebody who was
Thank you.
making
Thank
some
you.
noise.
Thank you.
I've removed the person. But I think we need to prevent. We need to prevent people from. Oh, just hold on. Let me check. Mute upon entry.
I think
Okay,
it's the way
just
the
go ahead.
Zoom
I have to do
main
that from
program.
my system. I'll do that from my system. Go ahead.
Good. Thank you. Thank you. So let's have Lawyer Taj on call. Lawyer Taj, you have 10 minutes.
Here we
Lawyer
go.
Taj, you can unmute yourself. Where is
Yes,
him
my
again?
brother. Thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity.
Here we go.
It's
Listen
good
to
to
it.
have
This
at
meeting
least
is being
over
recorded.
100 people on a call. It's pretty good. 120. I like the new feeling of what's going on with our Royal Q family now.
They've made it so you can't take the
It makes
microphone off.
sense when people come together
Chat room is
and
still
have
open
a
though.
common goal, and that's
So I'll
what
go
we
back
have just
to
had. We're not looking
spamming the
at
chat room.
who's trying to go to V4 or V5 or V6 just single-handedly.
There we
We
go.
will
We're back
work
into the spam
together
room. We might
when
get
we are a
500 yet.
team. And if you notice, in all the groups we have posted meetings.
So this is what we do on a
from
daily basis. We go in and
Sunday
cause
to
disruption to
Sunday,
these meetings,
all around. And
hoping
this is
that
the
people
first
who are
edition of what we are
victims or
having.
about to be
We
victims
are going
read
to,
my
of
messages,
course,
go to my YouTube channel, listen to
compartmentalize
my
this into different
videos and read my
sections
blogs.
that will not
And
only
it's a fun
help
job.
us
I
in
absolutely
crypto
love it. I get
trading
paid
or in
amazingly.
network
I make so much
marketing,
money from doing
but will
this.
give you the
I'm being
sense of
sarcastic,
how
by the
to
way.
really
But if you want
understand
to
how the
support us,
market
now would be a
works
good time.
and
Buy
how
us a
you
cup
can
of
take
coffee. Love
advantage.
coffee. Keeps me
Now,
going in the morning.
you and I know
Sunday morning,
that just like any
20
other
to
app,
9 in the
just
morning.
the way you have the football apps,
I
just the
think
way you
I've
have
got
the
quite a
betting
few
apps, you have apps that you pay for.
apps. And now I'm going
People
to turn my camera
subscribe
on
to
as well
apps.
to see whether that works.
So Royal Q is an
And I'm
app
going to put
that
my
you
hand
can
up.
subscribe to. The subscription is 120 USDT.
Put my hand up.
And when you
Raise my
have
hand.
that done, what's the next thing is to sync your digital
So
bank.
here I am with my hand up in their meeting,
All in the name
spamming
of
their
Binance,
chat room.
Bybit,
They don't even know what's happening.
and all the others.
And I've
Over
also got a
7
link
different
to
cryptocurrency
a
exchanges that you can use your account for.
a blog that tells them
KuCoin
all
and
about
the
how this
rest.
is a scam because I've
So
reviewed this
now,
website in the
having
past.
done that, we're not planning on leaving anybody to just be a member.
They're
and
not
then
responsible
figure
for
it
your
out.
money. These people
If
are
you
not
take
the
your
company.
time to
These
come
are
for
just people
Zoom
getting the
meetings,
commissions.
have a notebook and learn. I tell you will create a stream of income for yourself that nobody can take away from you. I'll give you an example today.
This guy's very calm and
somebody
very
reminded me
forced,
of one
isn't he?
debt that I was owing, that I had to pay. And you know how this Naira matter be now, even if you get 200,000, before you turn like this, you don't even need to go out before you start spending money.
Oh,
And that's one thing I love our business for you earning USDT.
Let's see if we can
Money
get.
was about 300-something thousand.
So let's see what we can see
I
here.
thought like, so which archive? I can't remember.
120
okay,
people in here
yes.
at the moment.
With Royal Q, I have over $3,000-something trading.
Which I had animations. I don't
so
have that.
I have to take the loss in whatever way. I simply went to my Royal Q, closed some coins in losses, and guess what?
You lost
I
more
paid
money?
the money. It removed me from shame of many.
Okay, let's see if we can
That's one of the beauty of this business that you cannot get anywhere else.
I want to see how many people.
Your
I think
money
I've
is
actually up to
100%
500
in
at
your
the moment. I think I
control.
won the bet there.
And not until we understand how powerful that
We'll go
is.
back to our initial broadcast
I was
after
able
we've
to do
tried
that
to create enough
because I
awareness
have
in
a
this
system
meeting.
where I don't need to apply for withdrawal
Let's have a
or
look.
wait
I don't have
24 to
to.
48 hours or something.
So they go after South
You know,
Africans.
the thing is, the
175
average
this
Nigerian
round.
is risk tolerant. We know the fear to invest. That's why you see these Ponzi's come out and then they take
Ponzi
advantage.
scammers.
There's nothing wrong in
Isn't
you
the way
doing
he
your best,
coerces
trying
people.
to find a way to earn money.
People
But in
just
that instance, there are some things that you need to note, that you need to know.
need to
Some
know.
people take risk, yes, but take calculated risk.
Oh, take a
So many
calculated
people who
risk
told
on a
me,
platform that's going to be
I don't
gone
have
tomorrow.
enough money. This 120 USDT, how much?
I don't know
200 and something
how many
thousand.
times I've got in here, though.
Then how much am I going to trade with?
They should let you know.
I said,
Really.
with 500K, you don't start. It's your own thing. They know they understand. Many of them put.
I love the fact that they often tell people
50,000, 80,000
who want to
for the
ask
Ponzi's that
questions
just
don't
closed up,
understand about
and
the
they lost their
opportunity.
money. You know, so please, there's somebody writing on the pad, show my iPhone. Just exit that person. It's one of those hackers.
I'm a hacker. Great.
We should
Yeah, just ignore
also.
that. I will just reclaim host in a moment and try to resolve this.
Yeah.
Just I'm on it.
Right. So there's only those who don't know how Royal Q works.
Oh, we
that
know
would
how it
ever
works.
think
Well, I
that
wrote a
it's
review
any
about
form
it.
of any fraudulent scheme. But yet, there are a lot of people who know that Ponzi would not last too, but they're ready to take the risk.
Oh.
So
And
do you
now
see
Jason
where we all
Michaels,
mess
I've
up?
done an article
Because
about
we have
him
something real,
yesterday as
but
well.
yet we are
Now
ashamed
he's
to
been
put them
denied
on our
bail,
status.
and he was
We are
up to
ashamed to talk to somebody about
$1.6
it.
billion.
And our own people will not
That's
end
how
up
much
going
money
to
he
lose
brought
money
in,
to
and it
these
was
other
also
schemes.
globally, which is quite
You know.
amazing.
So partly it is our fault.
Ask him
That's
if
why we
he's.
have all come together as a team
Maybe I can rename myself
now to work together
after
and
that
make sure
name that you just
the
suggested, qualified
average
certified
Royal Q
trader.
member totally
Y
understands what
O.
Royal Q is.
What does that name mean?
The average Royal Q member can trade himself. The average Royal Q member can be able to create a stream of income and happily show people how it works.
I love the way they
market
say
is
that
not
I'm a
going to be
hacker.
down
What am I
forever.
hacking here?
Whatever goes up must come down.
Whatever
And
comes
whatever
up.
comes down must what? Go up.
Who
It
is
is
this
that simple.
Gumby?
So, with
Here I
these
am.
few words of mine, I hope I've been able to convince you and not confuse you.
So what does that
now's
word
the time
mean?
for us
The
to
three
sit
main
up.
Nigerian cultures.
Really sit up and learn it. We have many tips and tricks that are already
So is
been
that
found
different?
out
Like,
by
is that what they do in
our
India? They
Royal
had different
trading geniuses.
classes,
I being one of
don't
them. And these things work.
Stop counting how many times I'm
spamming
their chat room.
And it has not failed. You can use MACD in any way, even plus any strategy that you have. It works perfectly. You know, so we're going to be delving
He's very
more
calmly
into
spoken,
all these
doesn't he?
things so that the average Royal Q member can actually trade. Even in a bearish market, we earn. Although not as much as you will earn when the market is
Rename.
bullish,
We'll go
but
see the
we do
chat.
earn. And that's the truth. You know, so it's time that we really sit up, lace up our boots, and make this a war cry. Because what
A
are you
war
afraid of?
cry. That's
Crypto
quite
is
fitting.
now legal in
Oh,
Nigeria
right.
from a legal point of view. So nobody's going to tell me something else.
No one's going
Please,
to tell
if
me.
anybody
So
give you
he's deaf
problem
ears.
in
He's not even
regards to
open-minded. He's
crypto
telling
or
you.
its
He's just going to
legitimacy,
believe this no
my
matter
name
what.
is Barrister Twedo Akpewe Jackson. Please just write me. Let us make it a social content. Let us make it loud.
Loud.
Because now is not the time that your bank should even have a right to even stop your transaction in regards to crypto. But not until a matter comes up. It goes.
Oh, they finally managed to kick me. Oh, logged into the same meeting twice. That was funny. I didn't realize I had the same meeting open twice. So the sound's coming from another device. I'll just flip that back.
And all monies were paid.
Anyway, you get the
so
idea.
Please, it's not a time that we should be scared.
The chat room.
We have had plans of doing this events all around Nigeria.
This meeting is being recorded.
Why?
Okay,
Because
now
if we had
put
done
my hand up.
it is because of the individuality in
turn my
this
camera
real
on.
queuing in Nigeria.
And I'll put
Let
my
us
hand up
take, for
again.
example, Uganda and the rest. I don't even need to call names. Those guys are working hand in hand. If
And
this
I
man
will pin me.
go V6, the
Add
other one
pin.
will go V5, the other one will go V4, the other one will go V3. V2 self evolve.
Let's see if we can
So
at
do you
least
see
hold
that
up a
all of us
message.
can even get
So
to where
sometimes
we
all
are
we
if
can
work
normally do in
together?
these meetings is hold up
Let
a
us
message
work
like this.
together. Let us stop bad mouthing any form of profit making that Real Q has created.
Well, it's getting hard there.
We as leaders, many of us have that problem.
Scam alert.
You can talk about your own. You
Oh,
can
he's
talk
turned the
about
cameras off now.
Right.
you know. So well, let me just cut it off at this point. And I want to say it's a good time that we're here, and we'll do it once again. We'll continue to do it much more. Thank you very much, and God bless you, Lawyer Todd.
He's trying to get rid of them.
Thank you.
He must be worried that he's
Leonard,
getting
for that
broadcasted
great
live on the internet.
submission. As usual, thank you a lot. God bless you. We have on call. I saw Leader James now. Hello, somebody. We have two
Sorry,
V6.
somebody is trying to call our attention to something, to a chat, please. Take note of it.
That person, you can see the name. Scam. We won't allow a scam person.
Oh, yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
It's me.
It might be
So
one of the person that
is actually calling our attention. That person is only calling our attention to the chat bot. Not he's trying to call our attention to this.
Coachinadi is working on that. He's addressing it. Yes, Coachinadi is addressing it. Yes, thank you. Thank you, sir. We have on call Leader James.
Okay, yeah, so apologies. I think I've disabled anybody from being able to send chats. Just confirm, apart from the posts. I said.
All right, so now I'm going to go back in there as the guy that's talking. I've copied his name.
Let's observe. If you see chats again, just let me know and I'll look at it.
So
this meeting is being recorded.
This is happening. They will always try to be so funny people. Let's move on.
All right, sir. Thank you. Yeah, that's a great one.
Here we go.
Have Leader James Makara on call, the first fix leader in Real Q.
All right, we'll just swap sound.
Africa is the first fix.
So now the guy that's got his hand up
only female fix in the
can see that I've also got my hand up.
Right on this same call tonight. So if you are here,
so if they open my mic, I'm going to play my noise.
Coming for the first time, you're just doing Real Q, you are blessed. Take it from me, because if you can hear from these two giants who has made great impact,
I'm going to rename myself
across Africa.
This is funny.
And you are still doubting whatsoever.
Sorry.
Maybe something might be wrong somewhere.
Excuse me, please. Something is not right here.
Look at this.
I became two raising hand. I'm not raising my hand. And I became two on the call.
No, we'll address it. Let me lower it down.
And I rename myself. They have to go looking for me in the list again.
Please, our time is going. They are addressing those things. Please, thank you, sir, for that observation. In no distant time, let me welcome the OPM. The OPM.
This is fun. Renaming myself.
The OPM is a V5 leader, and we are both from the same state. It's my sponsor who got sent to me through this business.
I'm not any.
Has made a lot of people to be successful under his network. I'm one of them. You understand? So Leader OPM is so special to me. It's my sponsor, it's my leader. Leader OPM, please come on stage.
Yeah, thank you, Leader KK Success. I greet all leaders on call. All protocol duly observed. Topic. Let me just jump into the topic. Like I always say this, everybody should be a leader.
This doesn't look right. It says his audio is connecting.
How do you become a leader? You need to contribute. You need to be responsible. You need to.
Oh yeah, I can give you a link, mate. Sorry, I didn't see you say that.
Calling.
They'll shut the room soon. I'll just see if I can get the password as well. Passcode. I've shut the room down. So I've got a team of Avengers here. They help me fight these scammers, but these scammers will be promoting a website that will probably be gone tomorrow. Rural Q has been going for quite a while, but it doesn't mean it's legit. It doesn't mean you're not going to get burnt. You have to pay a monthly or yearly subscription to have the app, and that is the scam. People get commissions along the way. So this guy is calling in Nigeria, is probably in his car, is actually, rename. But they're all promoting something that's to do with multi-level marketing, and that's the truth of it. You see, that link above in the chat room is actually links into this chat room here anyway. So let's go to YouTuber, and let's see if I can get the sound back. Well, lost sound. He's lost sound. He's gone into the vortex. But now I'll flip sound from one device to another. See, he's trying to tell him now he's got no sound, and it wasn't me.
He's no longer on the call.
Yeah, I think you have network challenge.
All right, I'll put my hand up again. I don't know whether that's boot me out. Let me guess, somebody, Lord, is that us?
Yeah, unfortunately, I believe we are working on this challenge we are facing on the call tonight. Somebody is trying to disrupt this meeting.
That's me.
Intentionally, and he's trying every means, claiming the host at times and do all sorts of things.
Oh, I am.
We're going to address it. Just come. There's always a solution to every problem.
And he's broadcasting the meeting live.
While we are waiting for OBM, while we are waiting for leader OBM to come on,
so
I go to my leader, Dr. Moni, and welcome leader James Emakara on the call.
A hacker on the call. I love it when they say that. I take it as a compliment.
Leader OBM, are you
got booted pretty quick, did you? Oh, was that
leader
you?
Leader OBM, are you back, sir?
Empty the cache, open another browser. I use Opera, and I just keep... Opera doesn't seem like you have to empty your cache every time you get kicked. I noticed yesterday, so you can just keep going back into the meeting.
With every possible means. Every possible means. Can you imagine?
Raise hand.
Yeah, you can call somebody else. I think Dr. Money is still here.
The money's still here?
Let's welcome Dr. Money then. Receive our time. Dr. Money is the only...
What I do, mate, is I rename my username all the time. And they can't find me in the list.
This meeting is being recorded.
So they just kick me out, put me back in.
Dr. Money has
and now I just go back in there and I'll rename myself. Rename. And this time I'm going to call myself...
because when you are opportunity to start a business,
I'm going to call myself
lawyer. A lot of people who are successful under you, because he has a lot of
TAJ,
countless number.
And then in brackets, I'm going to call myself co-host. That will really do.
That is
co-host.
A good leader.
What have we got? 9.
Listen attentively and carefully and jot from his word of wisdom.
Right.
Our word of wisdom tonight.
And now
Dr. Money, you are welcome, man.
So I put my hand up.
Hey, where's the money again?
And I'll just get rid of the sound in case I open the mic. Leave audio. Right. Now hopefully
Can you hear me?
So hopefully they'll open up the mic and I'll be able to call
We can hear you. I don't think she's on the call. I didn't see her again.
Here we go. So what I've done is I've renamed myself as
Leader James.
As somebody who is a co-host, and now I'm putting my hand up, and I'm hoping that they're going to ask me to talk.
Leader James.
Here we go.
I'm finding it difficult to make you a co-host. Please, Leader James. If with his 5 minutes, he said he has another meeting going to. Please, Leader James, you are welcome. Please unmute yourself.
Here we go.
Please unmute yourself, sir.
No, he's asking me to unmute myself.
Leader James Makara, I can see you.
He said unmute myself because he thinks I'm already a co-host, but he needs to tell me to unmute. This is going to be funny.
Somebody has found my name, Loyatash, co-host, raising hand. Please delete that person. That's not me.
Rename.
They are trying so hard to end this meeting.
Change. I got removed. So now I'm just got removed. I literally just going to hit refresh, and that should just let me log back into the room. But are you saying the room's locked now? So we'll go in there as dumb. Oh, was that you? Dumb bum. Dumb bum. There's dumb bum. Let's have a listen to see what they're saying. Oh, turn the sound back on this computer.
Some people will always hear what they don't understand. And people who have experienced the bonds markets experience will always
clear browsing history.
That, something real is something similar to that. I think we should ignore that.
Maybe we should stop. Maybe we should stop admitting people, please.
Yeah, there we go.
So you can see.
Okay, they're going to stop admitting people.
Let's hold on.
I've got one more.
let's just run through the presentation and talk to the people who want to talk to and move on. Chats are no longer coming in. That's blocked. Then we let's go ahead with what
the
we're
Royal
doing. It's
Q
fine.
weekly meeting. They just removed me as I go in there now. They're probably going to lock the room. That's probably pretty normal. But we're obviously still in the room, which is pretty normal.
Doctor is even calling me now.
Yeah.
So I don't know. With this, I think we're gonna be challenged. Doctor, that's why Doctor Money left.
Now, my username is We Are Streaming You, which they will kick me out.
On the call too.
Listen to what they say.
I don't know if you can hear me, Leader James. Emakara, please.
Yes, I can hear you. I'm finding it difficult
Leader
to unmute myself. Can you hear me, please?
Yes.
Disruption is what we're here for.
We can hear
And
you loud and clear.
this is what we're doing.
I'm finding it difficult to unmute myself. That time, so. Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, leaders.
Oh, Echo, he's got two devices on. Crazy.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you, please.
This is a professional meeting now, thanks to us.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, leaders. I'm so happy to be here once again. I want to say that what is going on right now is an evidence that something big is coming.
Oh, good one, mate.
Yes.
I didn't do that one
It's
before.
an evidence that something big is coming. Let me quickly share my testimony.
Oh, here we go. Praise the Lord. Testimony.
How I started RoyalQ. I know that some of you could know how it was when.
So I went in there.
This meeting is being
with a
recorded.
username in brackets
I
saying I'm a
started
Nigerian,
RoyalQ when all
and
hope
they
was
decided to let
lost
me in. So they
on online
trust that.
investment. As a matter of fact, I've given up on online investment. I've lost everything, lost people.
Right, now I've got my hand up again.
Lost credibility, lost trust. People that trusted in me.
Trusted in me. But this one here, this time it's real. Come on, say something we haven't heard before.
All in the name of we living a better life. But unfortunately, we lost everything.
Nigerian.
So at some point in my life, I just look at every online business as scam. So one way or the other,
Slayer.
years back,
I'll call myself a scam slayer.
To Dubai together for one business, sent me opportunity about RoyalQ.
Oh, and this one was different.
I did not look into it because, I have a closed mindset as at that time that all online business is scam. So another person told me about that same RoyalQ. Then I now told myself that if two persons can be telling me about something, then I
get removed.
It's something that needs to be looked into.
Okay.
So there I opened my mind.
I've been scammed hundreds and
captured
hundreds of
my mind
times, but this time I went to Dubai, and this one looked like
the
not a
unique
scam.
selling point
And
about
so far,
RoyalQ, which I will tell everyone today.
God,
we all know it. RoyalQ
isn't a scam, but we need to keep saying that.
And a product in the sense that your money is with you.
Is with you.
You are in control of your
But you have to pay a monthly fee.
But you give that product access
is where we make all our money on multi-level marketing.
While you are in control.
And you only get cents back, not dollars back. So and it's going to take 400 years.
That gave me a sense of security.
Oh, yeah,
that
baby.
This kind of business is different from what I've been doing in recent times.
Scamming people.
I've lost money.
The scam is different.
I gave it a try.
So
I started
masturbating. Sorry.
I started pushing it gradually.
I don't want to hear what you're pushing.
Gradually. RoyalQ is not like this. RoyalQ that we started initially in 2021 was not like this. So many features started coming up. So updates started coming and RoyalQ changed my life completely.
That's all right. Because I started referring it to my community.
Completely. Me that I have lost so much money. RoyalQ brought smile into my face.
He's going to say,
You know,
excuse me, mate, have you got an iPhone that
poor
you're trying to
people,
connect them with?
you know, people that gave up, that said that
I'm trying to log
people
into
that
this
gave
room.
up,
I'm using the
that
guy that's
said that
speaking at the moment's name, but I've put iPhone, spelled it all
this
in
thing was a
lowercase.
scam. This thing is a scam. I can never do it. They were now coming to me that, how can I get
Oh, I know.
started? Let
They
me
didn't
tell
trust
you,
me.
Royal Q is a product.
Okay.
Believe it or not,
Not.
people that are here, listen to me.
Listen to
Royal
him.
Q
Trust this
is
guy.
a product.
Trust this guy with no camera on.
Also, Royal Q gives services. Now, let me break it down. You know about this multi-level marketing product that some of them are centered on these drugs, that supplement that they use. You know,
Yep.
let us take, for instance, a multi-level marketing company, which I might not want to call the name.
Okay. Hyperverse?
A multi-marketing level company, MLM
A
company,
multi-level marketing company. What's
You know,
he
you
call
have to
it?
be buying the product.
Level
When you buy the product,
marketing company. I think he said it backwards. He might be dyslexic. Can't give him a hard time.
when you buy the product, you use the product, you take the drugs, you use it for your betterment, and you know it's not everybody that can afford that product.
Alrighty. I think we've got had enough of these guys.
Taking the drugs,
We've caused enough disruption.
At one point, some people could not cope, and because they could not recruit.
It's always good to have a
Royal Q is
parallel
different.
story
It's a product that
about
while
drugs
you are using
and overdosing when you're talking about an opportunity that's not a scam. Oh, look, anyway, that's kind of what we do. So if you were with me a few minutes ago, we were in the middle of going through a opportunity which we were investigating, and this is a segment which I'll make into a separate video. So I will leave that Royal Q live meeting to die a natural death, and we'll probably come back and do a blog about that in a few months' time when that's fallen over and everyone will come to me asking how they get their money back. But if you are familiar with Royal Q, what they do is they have a monthly fee or a yearly fee for the app, and if you sell that fee, you get a commission. Along the way, they give you something to do on the internet that looks like it's genuine, never going to make you much money, a few cents here and there because they've managed to do things, and it's obviously taking everyone by storm because they go after these countries like Nigeria, and people hope they're going to get their money back. Complicated to explain in 10 seconds. Just wanted to show you what it was like being in a live Zoom meeting while we go through and debunk other opportunity. So just to catch you up to speed, we're currently up to the homepage theatre page. So if we go to this scam here, I saw this scam being promoted, Selwix, by Anthony, who is an influencer who was promoting 4 scams to recover from the scam he just lost what he says $12,000 to. And out of those 4 scams that he was telling people to get involved in just 1 month ago, 3 of them had fallen over already. And the one that's still going today, which doesn't mean it's a good thing to invest in, is this one here called Selwix. Now we're up to reading the blog, so we just had a commercial. We will timestamp this video if we get time. And then we're up to the part where we're talking about their homepage. Now, if you're not familiar with their homepage, they've got pictures here of people who look like they're part of the company. We click on home, and you go to this lovely dark website that draws you in, and they're talking about how you can stake your money for 14 days and get so if you put $1,000 in, you're going to get $150 back in 14 days. If you put $100,000 in, you're going to get 11% in 16 days. And I liken this to being like playing hide and go seek. So you go like this and you tell the person that's hiding to count to 16 days, and then when you take your hands away and you go looking for your money, it's all gone. And this is what staking is all about. So if we go back to our review here, we talk about how the homepage looks sparkly and appealing. So this is
homepage theatre. By the time you circle back to the homepage, everything comes together. Their 3-step sign-up process, their glowing about us mission, their claimed support for dozens of cryptocurrencies. It's all been strategically placed to funnel unsuspecting users into a fake investment system. And the statistics, laughable. They say over 4.8 million investors have staked more than $450 million, and that they've paid out $154 million in rewards. There's absolutely no on-chain or financial evidence to support any of those claims. They are invented numbers, plastered on the homepage to build false trust.
Yeah, so they can post anything here they want. Total stakes, all these figures,
like let's just say if these figures are, if I refresh this page, right? So this, I'm just looking at the last 2 digits of this. I'm going to hit refresh. I'm sure these numbers go up all the time, and they don't. They stay static. So that means they have to update them. But, you know, if you listen to these claims, you can't make claims without providing evidence. It's like if I said the house is on fire, you would go, I don't believe it, because you can't hear the fire alarms, first telltale sign. You can't smell any smoke, and you can't hear anyone else panicking as this goes the same. So I need to substantiate the claims that I'm making. So 154 million in rewards, 1.8 million investors. Where are these investors? What countries are they from? If I had that many investors in a project or something that I was doing, I wouldn't be able to handle the inquiries. So the final verdict is this.
Final verdict. This is a digital crime scene. Selwix.net is not a crypto platform. It is a fraud, a high-yield digital scam with a fake team, fake license, fake product, fake token, fake office, fake insurance, fake card, and fake credibility. Every page of their site is carefully constructed to extract your money and disappear before regulators catch up. If you're reading this before you invest, good. Don't. If you've already put money in, document everything and report them. The sooner they are shut down, the fewer victims they'll claim. This isn't a staking platform. It's a digital crime scene.
Yeah, and about the author, well, that's me. I have been featured in Bloomberg documentaries, news.com.au Australia, The Press, The Stuff, and here local newspaper, Guardian Australia, ABC News, New York Times, Radio New Zealand, and also the Otago Times. Now, if I said to you I've been featured in the New York Times, then you'd be able to click on a link. It would take you away and you'd be able to see my ugly mug on the New York Times. If I said that I've been in a Bloomberg documentary, you'd be able to click on it. And you'd be able to go to that
you
video.
Believe I have taken your money.
And
you destroyed your dreams.
You would be able to.
And internationally.
It is getting to the stage where we need help. A lot of people are sort of getting away with it.
Unlike most people facing
So, you know, I've got substantiated claims that I have actually been on these programs. You know, like even if I go to the Guardian Australia, there's an article here, accept, and you can come down here and they quoted me. I helped them produce 14 articles about a Ponzi scheme and a scam. And at the very end, they decided to actually post a quote from me, which was amazing. But it was, you know, like I can't even find my quote. It was so big. But after, there it is, Danny DeHeck. So you can go in here and you can see Danny DeHeck is a New Zealand-based YouTuber, has been labelled the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger by the New York Times, has been tracking his investment schemes of Lee and Zhu for the last 2 years. Danny believes the scheme, blah, blah, blah. So, you know, that's what we're doing here. So look, in short, ladies and gentlemen, here is a blog all about this opportunity. If you have heard from Anthony and you have decided, oh, look at that, on the right-hand side, you can actually see me live in Twitch at the same time. That's pretty cool. But anyway, you can see that this is just another way of getting your money, another way of crypto. We originally started this off with this guy, Anthony, who claimed that he has found an investment opportunity of a lifetime. And just yesterday he released another video, another opportunity. And this is one that we haven't even investigated yet, but this is what he's promoting today. Do you see any parallels between this and this? Do you see a similar website? Look, it's just a website. I'll go here, I'll come down here, and look, active members, 1,508. They've got the same bars, you know. So is he promoting? So this sort of stats that you see here, they've got it here as well. And you come down here, create an account, choose a strategy, enjoy passive income. I mean, what a friggin' load of poos and wees. And you'll come down here and you'll find why choose us, same shit, different day, all these scams. And what we're going to do today is I'm going to produce, at the end of this video, I'm going to actually take the time to produce a blog about warning people not to invest in this opportunity. But just if you look at the bottom here and you see this garb at the bottom, you go to the last opportunity and notice they have the same sort of layout at the bottom. So if I went to this one here, it tells me that their premises, and I haven't done any research, so the registered company office for the scam that we've just been investigating is this house. So now they claim that they are located here, and it just so happens that the place where this company is located is actually an empty lot currently in this building, and it's for rent. So somebody will say, oh yeah, they've just moved in there. It's a new company. But if you read it, St. James House Lane, 5th floor, Sheffield, England. So at the moment, St. James House, 5th floor, floor 2 lent. So they've got these swanky offices. But you get what I'm saying. It's just, I just wouldn't mind actually finding a picture of the building they claim to be in, because it's kind of addicted, this stuff. So this new scam of Anthony's is claiming to be in this building here on the 5th floor. So there's the building, and they're going to be on the 5th floor. Prove it. Somebody walk in there today, go into that building, and see whether you can find any advertising for this new opportunity that Anthony's promoting, which looks very similar to the last one he was promoting. Now, he was talking about how he lost $12,000 in a scam. And that scam was... it's actually ridiculous. I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole, but I think you get the idea. Look, if you think you've been scammed and you want help, click on my Contact Us button on my website. It will take you to a form where you can fill out stuff anonymously. It asks you for your name, your email, your username, if your Telegram handles, your phone numbers, your country of residence, all that stuff. I don't really need it, but if you want to give it to me, that's cool. It helps me build authentic. I want to know who I'm talking to as well, because I get messages with people's user profiles are palm trees, and they've got these, like one I got just yesterday was something stupid like ABC or something stupid, and I'm meant to spend time helping somebody whose username is, it is literally ABC. So this is a typical, I'm going to bring this up. So this is a typical message I get from people. Say, hey, so first thing I get, hello. Their username is literally ABC. I have got a phone number, which is good, and I've searched that phone number and I can't find that. So then I get, hello, how can I assist you today? I was scammed to a romance scammer. So this is what this person has said. So this could be somebody trying to build a relationship with me once again. This is what I've got to go with.
Well,
here we go.
Well, it all started last summer in June when I received a message on my TikTok account from a scammer posing as a Malaysian girl living in Hong Kong. She was a fashion designer. The scammer's TikTok account is Lee at 53,332. We then chatted via WhatsApp +852 6031 4916. The scammer then started introducing himself to me as a girl and sending me photos of clothes, places, and meals. However, in reality, these photos belonged to a girl in South Korea. After searching, I found her original Instagram account via WhatsApp. He offered me a job at a mall to increase merchant sales in exchange for commissions by clicking on 60 important orders. Some orders are higher than the account balance. You must top up your account to continue. I am not allowed to abandon them or withdraw them. I must complete 60 orders, or rather, a platform called Metaverse Commercial Login. He guided me through all the steps, from how to create an account via a link he sent me, to the workflow on the platform, as well as how to top up my account and withdraw funds. Communication is with customer service within the platform, which sent me withdrawal addresses. I have worked on the platform twice. I withdrew my money, but the amount withdrawn was small. This was just bait at first. The third time, I was required to charge more than $8,000 to complete 60 tasks. The scammer helped me complete them, but this was just a ploy to get me to pay more money. I completed all 60 tasks, and my total investment and profits were approximately $15,836.60. When I wanted to withdraw my money, I was charged a 10% tax on $15,836.60. I paid $1,583.66. This time, I was told that the tax I paid was not accepted by the system because I paid the wrong amount of $1,584.70. They charged me a tax of $1,583.66. The amount reached my account again, $19,004.90. After I wanted to withdraw my money, I was charged a third-party handling fee, claiming that the amount of money was too large. The fee was 5%, and I paid $950. The amount in my account reached $20,957. If I wanted to withdraw my money again, they imposed a 10% late fee. Here I discovered that my suspicions about fraud and deception were correct.
Wow, so that there is something that I have heard every day. That is how they hook money out of it. You can see that I've just sent the person a message who theoretically was a beautiful young lady who whose photo's been used over and over again on the internet. So he could have saved himself a whole lot of grief and he said he was talking to a he. This phone number is associated to a she. But if I got that photo of her, and I simply went to the internet, chucked her photo in here and right-clicked on her and went search Google Lens, I've actually even seen that photo before. There's no photo of her. But, you know, like if I, you know, these are probably all AI now, but look at that there. That's very similar, and that could be even be her. So that's similar but not the same. But these are the sort of images that you'll get from these beautiful, what do they call them, girls from somewhere. But, you know, like this is just typical, you know, photo that you would get sent to you. So that's not, oh, sorry, you're not seeing this. So I've just gone and searched I've done a Google image search, and you can see that these are different, okay, I'll warn a minute. These are just, you know, it's just crazy. So I'll just open up Discord now. Hopefully it doesn't crash. Switch to a new device. Don't switch. Yeah, so that's sort of what I'm saying. I get messages like that all day long from people that have been scammed by these companies, romance scammers, the whole 9 yards. And I just wanted to do a video on this particular opportunity and warn you. So I'm going to close this section off so I can cut this up into a video. If you can, it was a bit of a popcorn meeting, that one. But as I said, if you are looking to invest in Selwix, just realise it's just another Ponzi scheme scam that's been promoted by influencers like Anthony. Anthony was obviously showing us 4 new investment opportunities. 3 of them had fallen over within a month. This is the one that's still going. Don't be a victim. Work on becoming an avenger. Help me fight these crimes. Give me leads to these people that are feeding these to people like Anthony, and let's do something about it. I'm Danny DeHeck, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, here to name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or a scam. Thanks for watching this segment, and we'll see you in the next video.